In high school, I endured constant teasing from a beautiful classmate who would mock me as a nerd. Even now, she continues to insult me, calling me ugly. Irritated by her disrespect towards my cherished partner, I felt it might be time to set her straight. As I pondered this, a tap on my shoulder interrupted my thoughts. Sorry for the delay, a familiar voice spoke. Turning around, I was greeted by the sight of my beloved wife. The classmate's expression changed the moment she witnessed this encounter, marking the start of her downfall. I'm Mitch, the owner of a local cafe. Operating this cafe has been my lifelong dream. Though small in size, we prioritize using high-quality ingredients in every dish, which has earned us recognition in magazines. I'm also meticulous about our coffee beans, often traveling to source them directly. This dedication has sparked disbelief from some friends, but gained the respect of others in the industry. I've even honed my latte art skills, recently winning a competition, a testament to my expertise. Mitch, how's the cafe faring lately? A friend inquired. It's doing well, I responded. How about you? I asked. I'm doing great too. Can I stop by your cafe sometime? They inquired. Absolutely. We're excited for your visit, I replied. I'm grateful for the support. The accomplishment of my cafe is greatly attributed to my wife, Kay. She balances domestic duties with her demanding work. Oh, what a lovely plant, I commented, admiring the new addition to our home. Yes, greenery has a calming effect, and this one complements our space, so I had to get it, she explained. Looks nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I believe it's wonderful, I concurred. Our home is well maintained thanks to her. Kay's taste is exceptional, and her designs could easily become viral sensations on social media. She's not just decorated our home, but also the cafe. Owing to her efforts, both have an elegant and refined look. I lack a discerning aesthetic sense, so I'm grateful for her guidance. Your taste is incredible, I told her. Thanks, it's part of the job, she replied. I can't express my gratitude enough, I added. However, despite her seemingly flawless talents, Kay has one major shortcoming. She can't cook. Mitch, the toast is ready, she said one morning. Great. Let's top it with slices of avocado and serve it with homemade consommé soup, I suggested. That's amazing. I could never do that. My avocados always turn out bad, and the soup ends up black, she admitted. Kay has a fatal lack of culinary skills. To this day, she can only manage to make toast and a honeymoon salad. She used to try cooking for me in the past, but it never went well. I noticed a lot of smoke coming from the kitchen, I said when she tried to fry an egg. You're supposed to crack the eggs first before cooking them. And based on the amount of smoke, it seems you didn't use any oil, did you? She had put the whole eggs in the pan, nearly causing a fire with the high heat. Another time, she tried making boiled eggs in the microwave. What's that loud noise? I asked. Did you just put the eggs in the microwave like that? Yeah, she replied sheepishly. You can cook boiled eggs in the microwave, but if you don't crack them first, they'll explode, I explained. She also attempted to make chicken noodle soup, but it turned into a dark, murky liquid. I did my best to salvage her cooking efforts, but most of it was beyond repair. I guess I'm just not good at cooking, she eventually admitted, giving up on her culinary skills. Mitch, you're amazing. You can create such stylish and nutritious dishes, she said. Thanks, but Kay, you're amazing too. Even though you may not be a talented cook, everything else about you is perfect. The place really has a lovely, welcoming atmosphere. While my aesthetic sensibilities may differ from yours, I'm sure you've done a fantastic job creating such a warm and inviting living space, I expressed with sincerity. Although I may not be an expert in the kitchen, I can prepare delightful and nutritious meals. Although my fashion sense may not be the strongest, Kay has a talent for making our home look beautiful. We support each other in this way, and live peacefully. One day, I received an invitation to a high school reunion. "Oh, really?" I said, reading the letter. The reunion committee consisted of my former classmates, and the organizer was Ashley, a person I never got along with. Ashley was a pageant winner who always looked down on others. I never had a good impression of her and tried to keep my distance. In high school, I was less refined, often laughed at, and called a failure. "Hanging out with a failure again? That's the worst. Stay away from me," she would say. "I don't like it either," I'd reply, but she would laugh at me. Despite my efforts to avoid her, we were in the same class for 3 years with seats near each other, so I was constantly ridiculed. It was difficult, but my friends, especially my best friend Kevin, stood up for me. "What's the matter, Jess? You seem troubled," Kay inquired with concern. "It's about the upcoming high school reunion," I confessed. Truthfully, I wasn't thrilled about attending an event organized by Ashley and her group. However, I had formed meaningful connections with many other former classmates, and I was eager to reconnect with them after all these years. "If you're hesitant, you don't have to interact with the organizers. Just focus on the people you care about," Kay suggested reassuringly. Motivated by her support, I decided to go and let them know of my plans. "I'll be here to pick you up afterwards, so feel free to relax and have a good time," Kay added with a kind smile. I reciprocated the gesture, saying, "Thanks, I'm looking forward to it now." "Jess, I hope you have a wonderful time." Her words of encouragement filled me with anticipation for the reunion. "Greetings, Mitch. There you are, my old friend. Come join us over here. Mitch, it's been ages. We've missed you dearly." As I arrived at the event venue that day, several familiar faces from our high school days warmly welcomed me. Kevin was among them, of course. "It's truly been too long, Mitch. We've all been keeping well, though you've definitely acquired a sun-kissed glow from your time abroad. Indeed, you've developed quite a fashionable flair, my friend. It's remarkable to see how we've all evolved since those carefree school days. Yet, once we started catching up, it felt as if no time had passed at all. I momentarily forgot my concerns about the event's organization and simply reveled in the joy of reconnecting with dear old friends. Thanks to Kay's encouragement, I'm glad I made the effort to attend. Greetings, everyone. So good to see you all again." And here comes the guest of honor, the pageant winner herself, Ashley. Her boisterous arrival and striking appearance immediately commanded the attention of the entire venue. "Nice to see you, Kay. And Ashley, you're looking as radiant as ever." A group of our former classmates, dressed in a similarly flamboyant manner, gathered around Ashley, almost like a devoted entourage. "Kevin, that comparison to Kim Kardashian and her enthusiastic fans is a bit harsh, don't you think? The little critters that gather around never cease to amaze us. You really do tend to go overboard with your analogies, don't you?" Our companions giggled softly, listening to our chat. Ashley peeked in our direction. "You people are perpetually so dreary and drag down the atmosphere, as per usual." The women looked down on us, dismissing our worth. "I bet you're all still unimpressive. Your partners must be unattractive, if you even have any. You're probably still lurking on the fringes of society," they sneered. "That's right. They've been sidelined at work, or maybe they're just unemployed hermits. We shouldn't get too close to them," they continued. They said whatever they pleased about us. I glanced at Kevin's frowning face. Unimpressive. I wonder what they're basing that on. Before criticizing others, they should take a hard look at themselves, I muttered. "We're not even interested in you in the first place," Kevin whispered, his voice barely audible to them. Unlike in high school, where he would have responded and faced their glares, Kevin seemed to have matured and chosen not to engage. After they had their fill of bad-mouthing us, Ashley and her group found a new target and left. They're gone now. It's always the same with them. Just put-downs and show-off behavior, I said. Ashley's glamorous beauty was still apparent, and it only seemed to have grown more captivating over time. "Look at this, my fabulous life," she posted loudly on social media, her boasting clearly audible. Regardless of our desires, she claimed to have various benefactors who funded her way of life. "Given Ashley's striking appearance, it's not surprising," she added. "Thanks to them, I can live comfortably without toiling like the rest of us," she boasted. For those of us who strive through diligence, her remarks seemed like they belonged in a different realm. "It's as if she inhabits a separate world," we remarked. "We want no part of that, do we?" Suddenly, the conversation shifted as one of us mentioned finding something Kevin had previously discussed. "Don't do it. I'd be mortified if someone I know purchased it," they exclaimed. Quickly, we returned to our own engrossing dialogue, more invested in our own topics than her extravagant claims. "This is my partner," she said proudly. "Wow, he's quite a looker. Someone like him is the perfect match for you," I responded in awe. "Let's see your significant other as well," she insisted. "I feel a bit awkward following Ashley's impressive partner," I admitted sheepishly. "Oh, he looks lovely, doesn't he?" she commented. "Thanks. By the way, didn't you mention you recently found a boyfriend?" I inquired. "Yes, I'd love to introduce you." "Go on, show us," she urged. Ashley and the others were excitedly sharing pictures of their beloved companions, clearly enjoying the moment. "Hey, let's summon our spouses over," someone suggested. "Why not?" "My guy said he'd join us if I called," another replied. "Really? Ashley's handsome fiancé is coming too?" I asked, intrigued. "Awesome," they chorused. It seemed that Ashley's partner would also be making an appearance. Speaking of which, I wondered if the rest of us had found our own partners. Listening to their conversation, our discussion naturally gravitated towards that topic. I noted. "I'm still single, but Mitch, you're married, right?" I inquired. "Yes, that's correct," he confirmed. "Mitch is married," the others exclaimed in surprise. "Yeah, we kept things simple. We just registered our marriage and had a small gathering with our families, as we were both quite occupied with work," Mitch explained. "I see, and you're wearing a wedding band," I observed. "Indeed." "Congratulations, my friend," they offered their well wishes. "Thank you," Mitch responded. My friends were surprised to learn that I had tied the knot. Kevin was aware, as we had stayed in touch since high school, but I hadn't had the opportunity to share the news with the others due to our hectic lifestyles. Hearing the news, Ashley and her squad ambled over to join our talk. One of the nerds, it appears, had taken the leap into wedlock. Quite a feat for someone of that ilk, wouldn't you say? Marrying someone like him, what kind of person would choose that? She must have poor taste in partners. Probably an unfashionable woman who couldn't find anyone better than a nerd like him. Oblivious to our disapproving expressions, Ashley and her friends speculated and giggled about my wife. "Certainly unattractive," they remarked. "She must be a perfect match for a guy like you, a complete loser." Ashley laughed loudly, drawing everyone's attention while I struggled to suppress my anger. Being insulted about my kind and beloved girlfriend by someone like her was infuriating. "Ashley, it seems you're having quite a lively time," Tyler said amidst the tense atmosphere. Ashley's much-discussed fiancé arrived. "This is Tyler, my fiancé. He's a handsome, successful entrepreneur," Ashley said, clinging to her fiancé's arm. He was indeed handsome, dressed in an expensive-looking suit. Wait, that face. While everyone's attention was focused, I realized I knew him. Could it be Mitch? I now recall. "You're Tyler?" Oh, it was Tyler, the fiancé who recognized me first. "Mitch, is that you?" I asked. "I'm grateful for your assistance," he spoke to me politely. "Likewise. Thank you, Tyler." I stood up and greeted him. I never imagined I'd encounter Mitch here. "Look at that. You and my girlfriend are the same age. It's almost like we were meant to meet this way." You're absolutely right. The world can be quite small at times. Wait, hold on. Do you know this guy? Ashley asked Tyler as we chatted casually. Tyler's friendly expression quickly shifted to one of irritation when she called Mitch a nerd. What do you mean by that? Tyler said. What's the problem? It's just a fact. He's a nerd, that's all. Ashley whispered to the side. Don't say that. You're mocking Mitch. Why do you always look down on people? Tyler responded. Just answer my question. Mitch owns the property where my shop is located. He has a lot of real estate around here. Tyler revealed personal details about me. Turns out my family has money, and I own several properties myself. Running my own shop was a dream, but managing all those properties was challenging, so I rented them out. Tyler was one of the managers looking after one of my properties. He's a polite and earnest person, someone I trusted and heard was successful in business. No way. A nerd like him can't be a wealthy landowner, Ashley said, refusing to believe it even after Tyler's explanation. You only believe what benefits you, Tyler sighed, apologizing to me. Though he wasn't to blame, that's why I respected him. Hey, it does seem true, doesn't it? Ashley said, looking at us. Even if he has real estate, he's still an unattractive nerd. His wife must be unattractive too. Come on, show us your ugly wife who matches you. Tyler tried to stop her, but Ashley was out of control. I hesitated to approach this loud woman, but this could be a chance to challenge her assumptions. While I considered this, my wife, Kay, approached me. Apologies for the delay, she said, tapping my shoulder. Kay, you're here, I exclaimed joyfully. I got here early, Jess, she explained. I thought about waiting outside, but then I came in wearing sunglasses and a hat. Her slim silhouette made it clear she was no ordinary person. Seemingly unsatisfied with our relaxed chat, Ashley impatiently snatched Kay's hat and sunglasses, demanding, Hey, show your face. Whoa, it's that popular model, Claire, isn't it? The crowd erupted in cheers as Kay's face was revealed. Jess, this is my wife, Kay, who used to model under the name Claire. She was a well-known celebrity, often seen on TV, admired for her down-to-earth personality, healthy lifestyle, and great fashion sense, making her a regular on various shows. Nice to meet you. I'm Kay, the model known as Claire, she said, turning towards Ashley with a smile. The real Claire. Incredible. I'm a fan. Can I get an autograph? The crowd cheered as Kay made her appearance. Ashley was speechless and seemed stunned. Ashley, it's been a while. Do you remember me? Kay asked, her smile still on her face. What? Ashley frowned, puzzled by the question. Her expression showed she didn't understand. My maiden name is Parker, Kay continued. Parker. Ashley seemed to recall. The classmate you used to bully, forcing her to change schools. No way. Ashley's face grew paler as the memory came back to her. I remembered what Kay had told me before. We were in middle school together, and in the first year, Ashley had started bullying Kay. My personal belongings would frequently go missing. Every day, I faced baseless rumors about my parents being criminals or our family being poor. It was truly distressing. I recalled that Kay had struggled with these issues since middle school. She had a different appearance back then. Shorter, plumper, with acne and plain features. Sadly, she was constantly mocked and ridiculed by Ashley, who seemed to find satisfaction in putting her down. Unable to endure the daily taunts about her looks, Kay decided to transfer to another school before her second year of middle school. Even after Kay left, Ashley continued to bully others, perhaps feeling better about herself by asserting her perceived superiority over those she deemed inferior. Her unfounded confidence had only made her more arrogant, and she surrounded herself with followers and had her pick of boys. I've worked hard since then, determined to prove myself to you. At first, it didn't go well, but I persevered. Kay conveyed this message, but then she took it back, saying, "You're not even worth proving anything to." That was a mistake. Instead of her usual pleasant smile, Kay now looked down on Ashley with a derisive grin. "What do you mean by that?" Ashley asked. Kay firmly told her, "It's obvious you're hiding your rough skin under makeup. You might be spending money, but your unhealthy habits show in your body. Shapewear alone can't hide your figure well. Social media might showcase your glamorous life, but it's clear it's all superficial. The content is shallow." One critique after another followed, and indeed, they were all true. The crowd began to laugh, agreeing with Kay's assessment. Feeling looked down upon for the first time in her life, Ashley turned bright red with anger. "Don't mess with me. Stop it," she exclaimed. Seeing Ashley lunge at Kay, I instinctively moved to shield her. Right then, the sound of a camera shutter clicked. Noticed Kevin aiming his camera at Ashley's unsightly features. "What are you capturing on camera? Conduct yourself properly." As I and Tyler held back the still irritated Ashley, Kevin persisted in photographing her. "I'm an accomplished photographer, so I've captured the perfect shot." After completing his studies, Kevin chased his passion and became a renowned globe-trotting photographer. His photo books sell out rapidly. If you continue this, I'll post these images on your social media. The true face of the self-proclaimed beautiful celebrity. My pictures will surely grab everyone's attention. I don't mind. Go ahead, Claire, or whatever, and you, the property owner, get over yourselves and fail. I couldn't care less. Threatened by Kevin, Ashley hurled a final insult and left. "Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the disturbance." Tyler apologized with an embarrassed look. Since he didn't seem to follow her, it was clear what would become of the two. The reunion ended prematurely, perhaps due to the awkwardness in the presence of the famous. "Claire, did I go too far?" Kay pondered on our way back. "Not at all. I honestly felt refreshed." "Really?" But the reunion ended because of it. "It's okay. The friends and I exchanged contacts and decided to have a mini reunion at Tyler's place." "Then that's good." "Yeah, and I was angry too for you being insulted. Thanks for speaking up for me." "You're welcome." After getting out of the car, we walked hand in hand toward our home. I watched Kay smile beside me and remembered how we met. "I'm Kay, new to your class starting today. Nice to meet you." Kay transferred to my middle school when we were in the 8th grade. "I'm Mitch. Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you. You don't have your textbooks yet, right? Let's share during class." "Thank you." We ended up sitting next to each other by chance, and I shared my textbook with her during class. That was the beginning, and slowly we started talking more and more. Gradually, we became closer and developed a good friendship. On the day of our graduation, we exchanged contact information and graduated. At that time, it was just a friendly relationship, and we naturally drifted apart. Welcome. Hello. I reunited with her when I opened my own cafe. Struggling with attracting customers to my startup cafe, I was at my wit's end. "Are you Mitch by any chance?" "Oh, are you Kay?" Kay came in as a customer at a time like that. Delighted by this unexpected reunion, we shared various stories with each other. By then, Kay had already started working as a model. She had grown taller, but was still full-figured and struggled with skin problems. After that, she became a regular in my cafe. I hope I'm not overstepping, but there are no customers right now. I'm actually concerned about the consistently empty cafe. Kay listened as I explained everything without holding back. "Mitch, what is it? I might be able to help a little." Following her advice, I remodeled the cafe, and gradually more customers started coming in. I also began to worry about Kay's dietary habits. Knowing she couldn't cook and often ate carelessly, I started offering her healthy, vegetable-rich meals to help improve her diet. "Hey, Mitch, I heard this kind of food is good." "Yeah, I can make this. Let's try it together." We researched meals beneficial for beauty, and with her efforts, Kay rapidly became more beautiful. As a result, her modeling work increased, and she is now a popular model. We positively influenced each other, leading to success in our respective fields. "Kay, you like this cat character too?" "Yes, I do." We had many common interests, and our hobbies matched. When we shared our past experiences, we realized we had both been harassed by the same person and sympathized with each other. Our relationship deepened, and after I asked her out, we started dating, leading to marriage a few years later. We still advise each other and live happily together. I think meeting Kay again that day was fate. "Oh, why bring that up all of a sudden?" Kay laughed happily at my words, likely feeling the same. It was a strange connection, both being harassed by the same person. But I wanted to cherish this bond. Holding her warm hand, I felt strongly about it. Afterward, Ashley's social media was being flamed. Kevin didn't post the photo after all, but the story of the reunion spread among other classmates. Well, insulting a popular model like Kay and antagonizing me and Kevin, both somewhat known in our industries, was bound to backfire. It was inevitable. Ashley, with her angry, almost demon-like expression, became an internet meme. She could no longer claim to be an influencer. Later, at a small reunion at Tyler's place, he shared the details. "I broke up with Ashley. She didn't like it, but there were already things bothering me, so it was a good opportunity." "That must have been tough for you," Tyler said. "It's nothing compared to what you and Kay went through," I replied. Ashley remained unrepentant, always blaming Kay and me. "I don't care about being a popular model and owning real estate. They are just a nerd and a fatso getting above their station. It's all their fault, not mine." Continuing to speak this way, Ashley exhausted Tyler's patience. "Actually, I didn't upload the photo, but I did talk about the reunion in a recent interview," Kevin said with a mischievous grin. His photographs are especially popular among the wealthy. After the interview about the reunion, Ashley's patrons also drifted away, and she tearfully returned to her parents' home, never having worked before. What she plans to do now is anyone's guess. One can only hope her parents will re-educate her. "Well, it's no longer our concern," I said. "I guess that's right. Enough about that woman. Tell us more about your wife." "Yeah, we really want to hear it." "Okay, I will." Kay, my wife, became a bit of a topic when Ashley's social media blew up. She revealed that Ashley was a classmate of mine in high school and also went to the same middle school as Ashley. She hadn't spoken about the bullying she endured, but other classmates revealed it, and she garnered sympathy instead. Now she's even more popular as someone who overcame her past. "I'd want to make a movie about Kay," I continued. "A friend who is a director mentioned this in a film titled Becoming Claire. The popular model starring Kay herself was shot. The movie was a big hit, making Kay a well-known figure of the time. Meanwhile, my cafe is also doing well. After the movie revealed my existence, fans of Kay would ask, 'Are you her husband?' I can't disclose personal information," I reply, though it's an open secret among the fans. Thanks to Kay's singing on social media, not to make a fuss, they warmly watch over us. Of course, there are also loyal fans of my specialty coffee, so I'm having fulfilling days. "Welcome back, Kay. I'm home and weary. You did well today. Dinner will be ready soon." "Appreciate it. Can't wait to eat." After a long day, Kay stops by the cafe once it's closed. I serve her a nutritious meal I made for her. "Your cooking is always so tasty," she comments. "It's better than any fancy restaurant." Seeing her happy face as she eats fills me with joy. I may never forget Ashley's actions, but I recognize they brought Kay and I closer together. I'm thankful for that. It seems every experience, both positive and negative, shapes our present. With that in mind, I smiled in response to